you insinuating I'm not good enough for you?
Well, that isn't exactly what I'm going to be.
Wait, tell me, what do you think?
Also, in its original state, this movie is shockingly hard to find. I mean, yeah, you can buy the digital version on YouTube, but that version is heavily edited and cuts out a lot of the jokes that makes this movie infamous. So this movie is on the same level as Star Wars, The Warriors, Silent Hill 2, and fucking Neon Genesis Evangelli.
Gown doesn't fit. Maybe I should quit.
Yes, my favorite. A reference to the O.J. Simpson trials. Perfect for a talking polar bear kids movie. So Norm falls and slaps the captains or something. Norm's all like,
My first order of business as your king is to go back to New York City.
and that's about it. Cut to Norm's son and wife. Norm's son is all like, I'm worried about dad, but the wife's all like, oh, don't worry about Norm, but the son's all like, but I need to worry about Norm. So now the real game begins. And at this point, you know how the plot goes. The heroes win the game, and that's about it. So now everybody loves them, and they get all their ice back. And yes, it is as rushed as it sounds.
Congratulations, Norm! You did it! You saved your home!
Bella, I couldn't tell you a single personality trait about her. And that's not a good personality trait, that's personality trait, period. This is one of the most boring characters I've ever seen on screen. It's not even she's emotionally distant, she's just boring. This is fucking stupid. But then, these guys walk out. And I guess they're bad guys because guitar noises play when they're around. They then stand in the generic Friday Night Funkin' position. And the film knows this too, it's implied this entire time. But the thing is, when you shift a character like this, you have to actually shift the character. How come Estella's Cruella persona is able to hibernate for years, but when the plot wants Estella to be girl boss, all of a sudden, just almost flawlessly, she's a girl boss? Then cut to this guy who... I wonder if he's the bad guy. So this guy's a hunter who just got back from tying this deer on his car. A deer that's the secondary character on the poster. It's then revealed that the hunter and this girl are enemies. And the hunter also likes killing animals. The Rat King jumpscares his way to the concentration camp. There's a big epic action fight scene, which long story short leads to Mary hiding in the elevator.
Nobody understands me.
You never understood anything.
Nobody wants me. So they can all just die.
Then what is your hand for?
Nobody cares whether or not I exist. So they can all just die.
Then tell me, what is your heart for?
Is it okay for me to be here?
The Matrix, for me, is one of the earliest examples of the kind of work I would grow to love in the future. Works like Metal Gear Solid 2 and Evangelion have a lot of the same themes and ideas as The Matrix, where your perceptions on reality aren't exactly what you think they are.
You have Uno! You fucking dick!
Then this person who I think is Trinity beats all the bad guys in a beatbox battle. So after some talking, he's all like, I have some old friends for you, Mr. Anderson. And a bunch of California citizens come out. One of them being the French guy from The Matrix Reloaded, which, I'll be honest, seeing this once really pompous character get degraded to a member of Tampa, Florida is really funny. Sadly, it's followed up by another underwhelming fight scene, all while the French guy rants about iPhones. No, I'm not joking.
We had style, we had conversation, not this beep.
So, Dead or Alive Extreme Beach Volleyball 3. So, if I can break character for a minute, there's actually a real-world story to this video. So, a year ago in September of 2020, my friend Detective Fat Wheatington bought me a birthday present.
I think what we should all be doing right now.
You have Uno!
I have been praying for you to come home, and I believe that that is why God brought you here.
What did you say? God brought me home? God did not bring me home. I brought me home. I bought the ticket, I got on the flight. God had nothing to do with it. And let me ask you something. If God brought me home for Dad's birthday, then why did he let him fly off to London?
Maybe because it's important for us to talk.
I don't think so.
I wasn't joking earlier. The game is gaslighting you into liking her. The real funny part, though, is that unironically, she's actually a better character. She's a lot nicer to you. Doesn't blame everyone else for her fucking problem. So long story short, a bunch of shit happens. The town's going to shit. You can make out with Warren in this scene. Max starts breaking time again. And the game goes all Neon Genesis Evangelion on you. Or at least it tries to. Because when Evangelion went all mental breakdown on you, I was actually creeped out by it. In Life is Strange, however, I'm usually usually holding back my laughter. Ooh, it's Kate Marsh, the mentally unstable girl who killed herself. Oh, what's this? She's yelling at you, then going into the great beyond. I've never seen this before. Oh, what's this? Max is opening a door and she's in the same hallway? Oh my golly, I've never seen this before. Oh, what's this? You play as Veronica the bad guy for a small portion? Wow, I've never seen that before.